Hi there folks, this is Big Doug Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I have in my catfish tackle box. It's actually a backpack. I bought the backpack like 10 bucks at Walmart. Um, just an old standard, I think it might be Ozark Trails, I'm not for sure. No, it's a different, it's a outdoor product something. I guess that's the name of it. But anyway, I get 10 bucks for the backpack. Works just good enough to keep all my gear in here for catfishing. And then I've got like four different little trays with catfishing gear in there that I use for catfishing, and other equipment that I carry in that. Makes it nice to have a backpack instead of a tackle box. So that way you can pack out with your fishing poles, pole holders. I mean, you can strap your pole holders to your backpack and even your dip net as well. But anyways, I'll show you guys what I got here on my little table and we'll talk a little bit about it, all right? I'll show you my pretty white legs here. Well, first off, I've got this little tackle box, this little tray, where you want to call it, tackle box / tray. I keep this is for my bait fish. Usually here in Indiana, I use live shad, or live bluegill, I'm sorry. Live bluegill, skipjack, shad or whatever I can get my hands on, but you can't use this to catch shad. I usually catch bluegill and sunfish and stuff to fish with a lot. When I can't get my hands on shad or skipjack, but anyways, or even goldfish. You can use big goldfishes. You can get it at your bait and tackle shops and stuff. Sometimes they have that kind of stuff there, and shiners, creek chubs, just about anything. You can use these to catch that stuff on. But I always keep this in there for that purpose. Little floats and little hooks and stuff. And then I recommend you getting yourself some little snips. So that way when you do use cut bait, you can cut off the fins. This makes it really nice to cut fins and stuff. This will cut through fish bone. That's one reason why I use these little snips. I keep them around for that purpose. And then I do recommend you a knife, a good sharp knife. This one here, I've got it sharpened up where it'll skin the hair off my arm. So that's one reason why I like this. My son got this for me for Christmas. Andrew, if you're watching this, thank you, bub. Love you guys, you and your wife and kids, my grandkids. So, and then I recommend getting you some grippers. He also got these for me. It came with a package, a knife gripper and some other stuff. You don't have to have a high dollar expensive one. They work just as good. The reason why I use the grippers, I'll explain here in a little bit. And recommend getting you some gloves as well. These here got rubber on the bottom. You can pick these up anywhere for a couple bucks a pair. I got the other one in my backpack. And then a good old hook removers, I call them. Little pliers, or you can buy the specific little pliers for hooks. But this here is just a basic little hook removers out of the fish's mouth. Makes it a little easier. Sometimes they get in there in that hard spot. And the reason why I recommend using a glove and these here grippers, because the fish, again, catfish do have teeth in there. It can wear the hide right off your knuckles and stuff when you're messing with them, when you put your hands in their mouth. So that's one thing I recommend, getting some gloves or them grippers as well. So that way that keeps you from getting bacteria on you. Because, there is people out there that I've seen, they get eat up so bad with bacteria getting in their skin that they have to take antibiotics and stuff for it. So I recommend making sure you do wear that stuff or use grippers. And I recommend getting you a good little cutting board, so that way it saves your blade from getting dull all the time and cutting in the dirt or rocks and logs or whatever. That's what I use, just a little cheap cutting board you can get at the dollar store. couple bucks. And then in here, I got 3 different trays. This one has got basically your sinkers in here and a few other things. I got 2-ounce no roll, a 3-ounce no roll. As you can see, you know, it's got a little molded like on here on this. That's one reason why I recommend whenever you do handle lead sinkers, make sure you wash them before you eat or touch anything else, because it can be poisonous. That's the reason why they don't use lead paint in houses no more, because of that. Because it wasn't for the cause of it being on your walls, it was because you touching it or your kids walking up licking the wall, because kids, you know how they are. And it's the same way you want to make sure you wash your hands handling these sinkers. I got, like I said, I got no rolls. I got 4-ounce pink sinkers, 2, 3s, and 1. And then I've got barrel swivels that are rated 150 pounds, as you can see there. And then I've got my little old sinker slides. As you can see, these here I really recommend because they got little slits in them where you don't have to untie your hook or anything to put this on there. You just slide your line in there, weave it in there, and it locks it in. Works just good. And then I've got some of these little quick connections or clasps, whatever you want to call them, with the barrel swivel on them. That little heavier one. I use them for sometimes like this here. Instead of making a little loop knot, just use a barrel swivel that's got a clip clasp on it. And then you can hook these in, change them out. I use that so that way whenever I do get in an area where it's got a lot of debris in the bottom of the lake or river, you won't lose a lot of your setups. And then I've got in this one little tray, I've got all kinds of different little things in here. Traptions. I got little bells. That's for goes on the end of your pole. It's got LED light. I didn't buy them for the bells. I bought them because of these little LED lights, especially at nighttime. That's what I wanted them for. Not too big on the bell part. And then I've got, you know, some watch batteries in here. I'll show you what those go to here in a bit. And then I've got some of these little rubber things. I made these out of what do you call those? Wire plugs. I'm sorry. I'll get it out for your cars. I made those little stoppers so that way your sinkers don't tear your knots up. But anyway, this is what I got the watch batteries for. These little LED lights. I use these for putting on my, as you can see, it lights up real good. These are bright little lights. I put them on my, I got different color ones. I put them on my fishing floaters, my slip floats when I fish at night. And I recommend getting you several different knives to keep them with you at all times. And then I've got these little cutters that I use to cut, you know, your fishing line with and stuff. If you're going to get something like this, these come with an extra little 2 little pliers. And if you're going to get them, go with an automotive over in Walmart. You can pick these up for like $5 for 3 of them in a package. And it'll save you some money, because if you go over an automotive area, or even $1 or $2, sometimes they have them setting out single for a couple bucks. You go in the fishing section, they're going to be like $5 or $6 for a little pair of these little things. I think it's kind of silly that they do that, because it's basic same thing to use for automotive. And these here, I actually got these for free from Cabela's. I went up there and we were when we lived in Kentucky, they were passing these out because the store opened up and stuff, and I got them for free. I keep these in there for my little getting bluegills off the hooks, and sometimes bluegills do swallow the hook. And then I got these little beads and stuff, the bigger one, for catfishing, for your slip floats, for a bead stop. And then I've got different style stoppers for your floaters and stuff. And then I've got these here. You can see little lights, LED lights. I'll have to explain what these are for. in another video when I do slip floats video. And then I've got in this one, little tray, this one's got nothing but hooks in there and a few sinkers. Different style octopus hooks, just your regular old circle hooks, kale hooks in here. And these I want to talk to you a little bit as well. It saves you a little money. There's a thing out there, it's called demon dragon. I know some people have seen them out on other YouTube channels and stuff. People talking about using them. This does have a rattle, as you can hear. And it looks similar like the demon dragons, but they are not demon dragons. So if somebody says they are, they're lying. They're not. You can pick these up at Walmart. What these are for is these were keychain fob things, where you want to call them, that goes on your keychains, and for decoration. And what it came with, it had a chain. It came from here with a little circle thing, where you call them, that is quick connect, whatever, that was connected here and went up to a keychain thing to where you can put your keys on it. What I done was I took this off and I bought all of them they had there. At the time there was 3 of them. They're like $1.50 a piece, and turned them in for rattlers and floating it off the bottom your bait when you're out catfishing in currents. Because you don't really want, these don't really work that good if you're just sitting in dead calm water, you know, because it ain't moving, it ain't doing nothing, it's just sitting there suspended. Only time this will work in dead calm water if you have live bait on here. But I use these like in the river or something. I have those in there. I always, whenever I find them at Walmart, I buy them because the demon dragons and stuff like that, you know, they're anywhere between $5 and on up per each one. These were $1.50 a piece, and I got 3 of them in here. So I mean, it's still under the cost of a demon dragon. So that's one thing you can look for. I mean, they're really cheap little made thing. They work just as good to me personally. But anyways, that's basically what I got all in my little tackle box for fishing, for catfish. You guys have any questions or anything about the stuff that I showed you guys, leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to get back with you. And I hope this helps you guys out again. And I just want to thank you guys for watching my YouTube channels and stuff. And I just want to say good luck and God bless in your upcoming hunting and fishing here in 2020.